Hi, my name is Kees and I help people from doing to being. And I'm a spiritual teacher and a coach. And today I'd like to tell you a little bit about energy blockages and how to heal them. So the body, everything of course is made of energy, but the body has an energy system. And the energy system goes via the energy centers. And the energy centers, another word for energy center is the chakras or the chakra. But let's call it energy centers for now. So there are 112 energy centers in the body, but the main ones and the main junction points are alongside the central axis of the body, up and down the spine. So you have the first chakra, which is the lower one, the first one, the root chakra, also called. It's where your sex organs are. It's where your it's sort of below, let's say, between your sex organs and your butt. It's an energetic center. That means if you open up, let's say, your system as a doctor, and you cut everything open, you will not find the energy centers. But the energy centers are there. You could say it's sort of the soul in the body. And the first energy center is related to sexual energy and how you deal with sexual energy, and it's about survival. It's about sort of the survival of you as a person. And the second center is about food, and it's about what you eat, but also how you digest that. So that's, you could say it's on the level of the gut. And it has a lot to do with, you could say, how you live. And the third one is at the stomach level, and it's related to work and what you do in general, your activities in the world. And the fourth one is the heart. It's located at the solar plexus. It's the heart chakra, or the fourth energy center. That one is related to love and how you love in the world and how you express or how you think about this love and how you love in general, and are you being loving and things like that. The fifth one is right here, is the throat energy center, and it's related to how you express yourself. So are you speaking your truth? Are you swallowing in your words, or are you expressing yourself in a free way or not? Then you have the sixth energy center, which is the third eye. It's over here, between the eyebrows, a little bit up, and it's actually, everything's at the spine level. So it's, the sixth chakra is not here, but it's actually here and then behind that point. Same thing with all these lower points. It's more at the spine, and the sixth chakra has to do with the sight, or your perception, you could say. It's the sight, but not how your eyes see, but it's you could say, your perspective on the world, and the information you get, the information you receive, the way you are open or not. And the seventh chakra, or the crown chakra, or the crown energy center, is related to the universal energy. And you could say your connection with the universe, with spirit. It's also where spirit enters the body. And it's a beautiful point. And in all these seven energy centers, so let's say in all of the 112 energy centers, there could be blockages. And in but most of the blockages we know are in the 7 energy centers. And especially if you, what is an added dimension is that you have, if you have a Kundalini awakening, that means if you have Kundalini energy active in you, meaning that you have a sort of stronger energy, a spiritual energy activated in you, then you can more easily get these energy blockages because this energy is out to sort of force out all these blockages and free the path. And usually Kundalini awakening starts in the lower chakras, goes up, as mine did. So to talk a little bit about these energy blockages, a lot of people know about, for example, if they get very emotional, that they can't speak. And they feel sort of a lump in the throat that you cannot, you really cannot speak. You feel like, you know. And the same with the heart. Sometimes people have heartache. And sometimes people have a gut feeling, you know, it's a feeling in the lower body. It's related to a certain energy. And so if energies during the day, if sort of a dissonant, or you could say a distortion happens in one of these energy centers, then if you're sensitive to it, then you can feel it. And this is something which people sometimes go to the doctor about, which, you know, doctors cannot do anything about. And these energy blockages can also sometimes cause different problems that are related to your health. Like, for example, a stomach ache or a lot of stomach problems, which has to do with how you could say with your work or how you live. And people can have a lot of heartache, which has to relate with how they love. And people can have a lot of throat problems because of how they express themselves, or a lot of headaches because of how their perspective is on life and how distorted their perspective is on life, or how negative their thoughts are. So these are all related to each other. And if you're sensitive to it and you notice, hey, I have something, or I have something that which I feel, which is on the level of one of these energy centers, and I know it's not an ordinary, you could say an ordinary pain or feeling, but it's something which I reckon as being something energetic. And for people that already have a Kundalini awakening or spiritual awakening, or have some sort of sense that something can be energetic, they can also start to understand, wait a minute, all suffering or all pain or what I'm feeling and my reality, and especially my body, is a reflection of my mind that is that the body is a part of, or, you know, in general my spirit, in which the mind is a part of, etc. So it's a reflection. So we can understand that this has to, you know, nothing is coincidental. So this has something to tell me. So what I recommend for healing energy center blockages or energy blockages is if you have a spot on the body, that you focus there and you do a beautiful focused meditation, focusing on the spot where you feel a certain energy blockages, and you just let the energy blockage be. You sort of wrap it in love, you could say, or sort of wrap it in compassion and okayness. And with that, you can clear it out. Clearing is a technique where we compassionately let awareness meet compassion in a certain spot. You can focus that as well. What happens when we put our attention on something, and usually the idea is to fix it. But when we don't do that, but just give it our attention and let it be, it can unravel. And sometimes, especially these energy blockages, they can sort of first think, okay, is this is not something, this takes a little bit time. So let's say the first minutes when you do something like that, the energy blockage can think, okay, I'm getting some attention, I'm getting some energy. That's beautiful. Maybe I can unwind a little bit. And then when it continues, it starts sort of usually revealing parts of it or telling a little bit of a story about what it is here for or what it wants to point you to. And sometimes that's literally words, sometimes that's visualizations, or sometimes it's just a sort of that your body starts moving a little bit, or involuntary movements start happening. Sometimes you can start breathing a little bit more, something like that. Just let it all be. And then if you continue with this, then either in one session or a longer session, or maybe a second or a third session, depending also on how experienced you are with concentration, with awareness, with compassion, then this energy or this tension, because that's what it is, it's a certain tension, it's a certain deforming that has happened in the energy system because it has been used in a certain way. Usually because the mind wants it to do a certain thing. Let's say it's a sort of conditional in its approach. So for example, a conditional way of living, where we think we have to live like this. Then what happens is that there's a sort of a blockage or a deformation of that energy center. And then we can unravel that with our loving kindness, with our awareness, meeting with our compassion for just what is and being okay with what is. And through that, the energy can slowly simmer away and can tell its story and then let go. And that's a beautiful thing to notice. And it's actually how we are supposed to live, in a way, that we're in touch with whatever is. We let it be, and that it can unravel and tell us whatever it needs to tell us, and then go back to where it came from, our system or the universe, or however you want to call that. So this is a beautiful way to let go of some of your energy blockages, and I hope this helps for you. And if you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I love making these videos for you guys, and let's evolve together. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.